Alright, my lovers, it's time for the Latecomers Podcast again. This week the group tells some stories and all that. I've got a few stories to tell you. Only the other week I was in my fields and I spotted that Luis fella rubbing peanut butter all over my sheep. I had to chase him away, but he ain't one weird fella. Anyways, let's get on with the podcast.
And it is the podcast.
That was
a hell of an intro.
Oh my god.
I'm in tears.
That is an excellent intro. Whoever sent that in, thank you.
That was Simon, aka BroNoodle.
BroNoodle, fantastic, dude. BroNoodle, that was a great intro. I like it.
That was fantastic.
That was awesome.
We can say I can actually talk about strange happenings on farms. I've spent many summers as a wee chap out on my own family's farm. But intros first. We'll get to stories later. We'll do intros first. We obviously have Jim. Holla. I am host guesting again. Guest hosting, maybe, would be correct. We have Becka.
Hello.
And the always lovely Gaff again.
Hi.
Kyle, probably the most hard-working out of all of us.
Hey.
And last but certainly not least, TJ.
Hello.
And we also have Tyler in the background, as always. He might be more hardworking than the rest of us when it comes to the audio editing, but yeah.
Still not important.
Nah. Not important.
I gotta go stain a fence after this. He doesn't know the meaning of it.
He doesn't know I'm staining fences. I actually like that intro a lot. My family's got a farm. My family came over to the U.S. from Ireland in 1896, and we got a farm in this little podunk nowhere place called Aner, South Carolina, and that's where they still are, as a matter of fact. So I can relate to chasing off strangers on the farm and other absurd
strangers. Hopefully, no peanut butter related incidents there, though.
No, the internet didn't exist back when I was a kid, so we really didn't.
The internet didn't exist. So
well, it wasn't.
Is the internet what was stopping you from peanut butter incidents? Is that
no. I was gonna say the internet is since the internet was not prolific back then, there were not all these insane stories of people doing stuff like rubbing peanut butter on sheep.
It's not the rubbing the peanut butter; it's what they do after that scares me.
You know, I don't.
Well,
I think anything involving peanut
more
butter
specifically.
Peanut butter and sheep, no matter how you cut it, it's a bad idea.
I don't want to think about it.
Even if it's cooked, I wouldn't eat peanut
Shame
butter
on
with
you,
sheep.
Lewis.
I wouldn't grill a sheep and then put peanut butter on it. That's just wrong.
I would prefer to put them in the bathtub first. Then you can add all the peanut butter you want.
True, better wash it down.
Nutella's better than peanut butter. Just put it
No.
out there.
There's a
You
reason
know-
Nutella's not in a Reese's.
I've never actually tried Nutella.
God, I just
How
tried.
can
Dude.
Nutella is like the best thing ever.
Lies.
Shut up, Kyle. Shut up.
It's nowhere near as chocolatey as it looks like it should be.
I gotta go ahead.
You and I are gonna
I don't
have
know.
problems at RTX. It's like I have the same problem with Spencer. He keeps trying to tell me peanut butter is better, and it's not.
Okay, I want you to go to a store and buy a
No.
Reese's. What's inside
No.
of a Reese's?
I don't like Reese's either.
It's
I
peanut
don't
butter.
eat
You can go to
Reese's.
hell, but it's Reese's have
TJ,
peanut
you are
butter.
banned from
I-
this podcast, sir.
Oh,
I
shut up, Jim, mister. I've never heard of anybody at Achievement Hunter.
Pretty
Oh.
much.
Oh.
Damn.
Fucking
Shit.
God.
Shit just
Nah,
got personal.
fucking got nothing.
TJ, I've never had Reese's either, so I don't really care.
Oh, I've had Reese's. I
You're
just
cool
don't
with
like them.
me.
You've never had Reese's?
Nope.
God damn.
Have you seen them, or do they just not exist there?
They probably exist, I just don't eat them because I don't like peanut butter.
That's weird.
I'm okay with peanut butter and I'm okay with chocolate. I just don't like Reese's.
Do you do the homemade thing where you take like a Hershey bar and kind of smother it?
No.
Yes.
Nope.
Hershey's isn't real chocolate, let's be fair.
I don't care.
What?
You say that,
Oh my
but you're in the UK. We send
can't
you
even.
the kind of candy they hand out at Halloween.
Our chocolate
Mhm.
is so much better. I've tried Hershey's and it's like bitter chocolate. It's not creamy chocolate. It's not chocolate.
What the hell kind of... Alright, see, there's different kinds of chocolate. Hold on, because I am pretty much straight up milk chocolate, and that's it. Like, I don't do dark chocolate, and I don't do white chocolate or anything else. It's plain chocolate. So, what kind of Hershey's did you have?
It was just like not like a normal milk chocolate, but compared to our chocolate, it's nowhere near as creamy, so it was nowhere near as good. It's not real chocolate, in my opinion.
Well, we know Becka likes her cream.
White chocolate's actually pretty good.
Cookies and cream.
No.
Awesome.
Now those are Hershey bar.
I'm not a big fan of like cookies and creams flavoring in general. I got told that there was something wrong with me because I did not like cookies and cream Ben and Jerry's ice cream. I do not like it.
Yeah. The one thing I would advise anyone listening, Muscle Milk made, or they might still make, a cookies and cream flavor. Do not try it. It tastes like ass.
Well, I'm glad you know what ass tastes like, so the rest of us don't have to try.
Well, let me rephrase that. It tastes like an unclean, not sexy ass. Sexy ass I can handle.
Well, I'm glad you jumped on that grenade for us. Found out what unclean, not sexy ass tastes like. Thank you, Kyle. So
Where do we go
I'm one
from
of these.
there?
I was about to say I'm one of these pure chocolate
Anywhere
people.
after that will be fine.
I was gonna say I'm one of these pure chocolate people. I thought we were getting away from like the butt stuff. I really did. They're doing well there for a few weeks.
We
You
failed.
can't get away from the butt stuff. It's
God,
always
you're
going
right.
to come
I
back
can't.
around again.
Isn't it?
Becca likes when it comes back in the butt.
Jesus, stop it. I don't even know what to say after that.
That's a podcast, everybody.
Welcome to our
It's over.
Good.
Leave.
Okay, 4 minutes in, we're done, guys.
If you try to listen to the next hour and a half of the podcast, it's just going to be dead silence.
It's gonna be
Yeah.
another. No, I'm on the podcast, remember, so it's gonna be 2 hours. Y'all might as well just strap in, grab a drink. Speaking of, I don't
I'm
have
making
one.
pizza
Uh-oh.
right now. I'm ready.
Are you making pizza? You're not baking pancakes?
Making pancakes.
I think I like bacon pancakes more. That's more fun. But yes, I know the tune, Becca. I'm glad somebody else knows it.
Yay! Do you
Something
watch
I do
the show,
know.
though?
I
You wa-
was gonna say something else I know, but I just don't know where it comes from.
Adventure Time.
Dear God,
you
I'm not
linked
saying
that.
it ever
Somebody linked
again.
that the other day. I saw it.
Yup, it's awesome. I was singing it today. Because I was cooking bacon.
I don't get that show. Now, regular show, I can watch that.
I don't
Yeah,
get
I
you.
kind of like regular show, but I watched like an episode of Adventure Time and didn't really like it. To be honest, I don't like anything Cartoon Network comes out with these days, but yeah.
I just like the big bird blue guy. He kind of reminds me of Falco from Star Fox, and I've got fond memories of that game.
Ah, yes, Star Fox. I had the honor of playing Star Fox 64 again a couple months ago with a friend of mine. God, that game is just as annoying, and I love it just as much as I remembered.
I don't know how you could think that game was annoying. That game was
No.
so many hours played into that game getting the medals for the planets.
Oh, I did the same thing. I got all the medals on both modes, but I mean, I'm just saying, like, there were significant points of that game that are just incredibly annoying to get through, like the Sector X, trying to open all the warp gates. That's a pain in the ass, and
the
don't tell
warp
me it's
gates
not.
and the asteroid field trying to hit the little circly loops. Those were pretty rough too.
Yeah, those kinds of things.
It's a thing.
Here's something I was thinking about, now that we're talking about things. I feel like
Nice segue.
British... yeah, this is one of my random moments I had the other day in my car. It seems to me that the Brits say bits a lot in the same way that Americans say things a lot. Like if when we don't know what to call something, we just say it's a thing.
Well, they've got bobs and bits, and we got stuff and things.
I've never said bobs and bits in my entire life.
I've never
You're
heard of
Scottish. You're
bobs
not
and bits.
British.
Just heard of bits. Just bits.
I don't think I say bits either. Your
Maybe
theory
it's
is
more
wrong.
like maybe it's more like people with specifically British accents. You've got like
Also-
a Scottish
You're
accent.
too Scottish.
There is no such thing as a British accent. I'm just gonna say it now.
As an English accent.
There we go.
English, British, I'm American. I don't care.
You're all on that island over there.
My state's bigger than your country.
Jesus, that's terrible.
Meh.
That's all we have to retort with is meh. Becca, she's
Yep.
yet again by herself defending defending something against
So,
me.
like, Nick was like, man, I'm too tired to be on this podcast tonight, guys. He's rolling over in his sleep right now. There's, like, eyes are bloodshot red, and he doesn't know why.
Come Wednesday or whatever day this is released, he'll be like, I knew it. Just knew I should have filmed that friggin' podcast.
Defend this country.
I was about to say, I'm waiting for the day that Nick and I are on a podcast. I'm pretty sure we're gonna have a Nick versus, we're gonna have America versus Britain war all
You
over
wouldn't
again.
need anyone else on the podcast. It would
Exactly.
just be you two.
Oh yeah, it would just be. We should have our own sponsors and make it like a sponsor cast.
The rest of us would just hang out to the side and cheer whenever one of y'all make a point.
Or just make comments on everything. We could be like the comment section of a YouTube thread.
We all be the judges.
Oh,
Is that what we'll do? We'll split it, 2 Brits, 2 Americans, and we'll grab Lewis from Brazil. Yeah, we'll do.
Yeah.
Then we'll grab Lewis from Brazil to be the tiebreaker, just in case.
He represents South America.
He'll end up voting for himself. Okay, so while we're on random subjects of just things or bits, reversible T-shirts. Does anyone have one?
No.
Nope.
Don't think so.
I can turn mine inside out. Does that count?
But I mean, you do guys at least know what reversible T-shirts are, right?
Yeah, I've seen them. It's like
Mhm.
you can lift them up. And, like I've seen ones with like a dinosaur on it, and it's awesome. But I want one, but I don't have one.
No, you're talking about the thing where there's like an image and it turns into like a hoodie.
Oh, I
The
thought
one I'm
that's what
talking
you
about,
meant.
it's like there's the full design on the front, design on the back, and you totally inside and out it, and then it's a brand new shirt on the inside.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
That's
that's
like
right.
the dream for lazy people.
I
But
feel like
is it
that's
though? See, because the one that I got, it's black or like a really dark gray, and I was thinking about this. One side is going to be permanently deodorant stained.
Well,
Do you know what I mean?
I'm,
It could just be my
I'm at a
deodorant's
loss.
like
I feel like that
hardcore.
is in fact a good point.
But it feels like I'm only ever going to wear one side of my shirt.
Then get 2 different shirts.
Do you?
Buy
do
2
you?
of the same shirt and wear one on one way and then one on the other way.
I was about to say,
I know
do you,
that's. See, this was like a gift. Like my grandparents were down here the other day, and it's like, here's this shirt, $60. We already took the tag off, and I was like, man, I could have got 4 boxes of Black Hanes for that price. But I'll take it.
well, I was gonna say, I feel like should you buy a reversible shirt if you only like one design?
I don't know. The one design is pretty cool. Like, I would have wanted that design by itself, but I still feel like I'm wasting half a shirt.
I mean, I would say, since it was given to you, I would just wear it however you want to wear it. There's an old, there was one somebody told me once, if somebody gives you a gift of some form of clothing and it fits, you have to wear it around them one time so that they see that you're wearing it and you never have to wear it again.
Yes.
So
Yes.
with reversible,
That
with
makes this
reversible
more
shirts, you gotta wear it
complicated.
twice. You gotta wear it twice.
What if they didn't see that side when they bought it? It's like, that ungrateful bastard. He never wore our shirt.
That's another excellent point that I don't know how to counter. If it can be.
You're fucked.
Yeah, I mean, pretty
Yeah.
much, Kyle. I'm sorry about your luck.
I was kind of hoping I could get some help from the podcast.
Nope, no help
If
here.
anybody has a solution, send a message to Kyle. On
Yes,
site.
please.
That's SickDemon.
It'll be in the link you bet.
I thought it was LinkyDidDlyDoo. See, Becca just said bit. She said Linky bit.
Oh wow, I
Just
just
say-
say one
Oh.
word once ever. Oh my god.
No, I'm saying no. You, Becca, you were like, oh, I never say bits ever, and it's like,
I
well,
said
didn't you
I
just say?
never say bits and bobs together.
Oh, that's true. I have not heard you say that.
I've said I can say bits and I can say bob. Okay.
Explain to me
You
what a
can't just say
bits and bobs is.
I don't know. I don't say it.
It's junk.
Okay, all right, fair.
You've got a
fair.
pile of stuff and a Rubik's Cube, a couple of remotes, and a battery. That's some bits and bobs.
Well, I'm glad the American, the Texan no less, can tell us exactly what it is.
Oh, what is that supposed to mean?
You're like so far away from Britain. You're further away from Britain than I am, and you know what it is.
Yeah, but you
Because-
don't know anything.
I mean, I'm not about the internet, apparently.
Okay, so we haven't left the things of just random things and things. So here's some more things.
It's like we're all rambling.
Yes, we're just rambling on. That was my attempt at a song. Talked about deodorant. Do you know what your flavor of deodorant is? Or not flavor,
Flavor?
but scent?
Flavor.
You know what I mean?
I was about to
Becca?
say, flavor, huh?
No.
How much deodorant do you eat?
You know, whatever the daily recommended amount is.
I like to eat deodorant with my peanut butter.
Oh, God.
Mm,
Off of a sheep.
Making bacon, deodorant, peanut butter.
Because I've got 2 scents of deodorant in my house right now. Cool Rush and Explosive Blast. What are those scents?
Those are man scents. Like, you can tell.
What is that?
You
But what
can
does
tell
that
when
mean?
a scent is made for a man, 'cause it's like blast and ultra and shit like that. Like,
I like-
I'm
They
gonna see
didn't
what
add a
mine's
word to
called.
describe. It was just two awesome words.
They just use 2 adjectives. Is all.
But they did.
Deodorant
I mean-
doesn't even have like. It never feels like it actually has a scent to me. It just all smells like deodorant.
It seems
but,
like that would. Go ahead.
Fake deodorant has like flowers and powdered fresh and daylilies. Those are
I
things.
I just looked at mine and it just says woman.
Yeah, really.
You smell like woman. Okay, well, that's wonderful.
Pretty much.
Does it say what part of a woman?
I feel
It
like.
ju-
Oh
it just
God.
says
That's a very nice
Yeah.
scent you have there. What scent is that? It's
I'm
woman.
not gonna run with that. I could, but I'm not.
Run, Forrest, run.
I was gonna say explosive blast sounds like Mr. Torg's brand of scent for deodorant. Explosive blast, or some, it's badass.
Well, now I feel like I like it even more.
You're an explosive badass.
You're done with the stick, you just throw it and it explodes.
So do you actually have a preferred scent, or are those just the 2 that you happen to have on you in your house?
I want to say I use like Degree for Men or something. The other scents they make that I know, one is like Sports Scent. Again, I don't know, that makes me think it smells like grass.
Or sweat.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, no, I don't want anything. I don't want to smell like I just got done doing something when I like go to
I
Walmart.
don't want to use a
It smells
deodorant
like
that's supposed
sweat.
to cover up my sweat smell by having something that smells like sweat.
But yeah, Cool Rush and Explosive Blast are my deodorant scents.
I'll
And I
just
can't
stick to
describe
woman.
Just like a woman. I have a Degree for Men as well downstairs, but I have no idea what it is. I got it in like a big
I've
pack off of Amazon for like $12.
I've got like
Dude.
an Old Spice deodorant that I got for Christmas in like for a stocking stuffer. I don't care what deodorant I use. I just slap it on every day.
I felt like for a long time that my family was trying to tell me something because I think for 6 years in a row, I had 4 or 5 family members just give me like cologne. I'm like, have I just been smelling like ass for the last 6 years and just no one's told me? Is that what's going on? I have bottles and bottles and bottles of cologne and body sprays that I'm never probably going to get through.
See, you know
It's
what
just
your
an
problem
easy
was?
gift to buy.
Yeah, you didn't
Just-
say like, you didn't drop the hint. You gotta be like, man, I really wish I had a new pair of shoes. Dude, I could use a candy bar. Like, cologne.
Could use some chocolate. No, I always get chocolate though.
Just walk around to all the homeless people in your area and just start spraying them with it. Like, here, have this. It'll help.
This is community service. See, I'm one of these people for Christmas every year. I get one for myself. Like, I want one big thing. I'm not a person who likes stuff or trinkets. I just don't
Yeah.
have a need for them. So every year I always get myself one big thing, and this year it was my Mac Mini. So every year I just tell people, give me money. Like, just money. Don't give me gift cards. Give me money. And like, I know that's a weird thing to ask for Christmas, and you shouldn't, but that's what I do. And every year without fail, I get stocking stuffer gifts and cologne and like Walmart gift cards, which I inevitably give away because I hate Walmart with a passion.
I hate you with a passion.
I hate Walmart.
Walmart
Yeah, I
is
hate
Thank you,
Walmart.
thank you, Gaff.
Walmart is
How do you
Thank
hate
you.
You're
Walmart?
welcome. I hate
No, my
Walmart.
God,
So you went to sociology class and then you were instantly indoctrinated.
I just went into
Monster.
Walmart yesterday. I just went into Walmart yesterday and was reminded why I hate it and why I never ever go in there.
Hey,
I was let down twice in
yeah.
20 minutes.
I'm in Walmart at least twice a week and there's nothing wrong with it.
I'm like, are you,
I'm-
what
I'm
Walmart
just
are you going
wondering.
to?
as a question to all you other guys around the country, and I don't think they have Walmarts in the UK, but I don't know Becka.
Nope.
But well, you're lucky.
Lucky.
How are you lucky? They have everything.
So what?
I-
does
What
do
do you mean,
Walmarts-
so what? That's it.
Time out.
That's not an
Time out.
argument.
Breathe.
No, they're
Stop.
awful.
Well, they do have things.
Stop.
You're from
Stop.
Texas. You want everything bigger and in bigger quantities.
Yes.
Uh-huh.
Anyway, do your guys' Walmarts like do they change their shelvings and whatnot, like the aisles repeatedly over and over again, making it impossible to find anything you want every
You
couple
can't-
of months?
You can't find
Like-
it
like
at
on a
Walmart
daily
anyhow. So it
basis.
It's
doesn't
been a
matter.
while since I've been there, but I remember that's a big thing they used to do.
I don't know, whenever they redid floors or changed registers or something, they've
So
got to
like
shuffle shit around.
every 4 months.
No,
So-
maybe once a year, every 2 years.
They'd always change it. That's my point. And I'm wondering if you guys ever had that.
I mean, they've got like the specialty aisle where they have like Halloween or Easter candy. But that doesn't
Walmart
count.
sucks. Let's
I mean,
just
is
go back
that-
to that. Walmart sucks.
So TJ,
What
let me
sucks
ask.
about Walmart?
Let me
I haven't
stop,
heard a thing that's a
Kyle.
problem
My
yet.
God, please, please,
Kyle,
dude,
you
you're
are so
killing me.
passionate about this.
You are killing me with the constant. Why do you hate Walmart? We'll get to why we hate Walmart. Jesus, breathe, dude. TJ, you said yours constantly is like your Walmart's constantly changing. Does anybody here know that really, really crappy movie called The Cube?
No.
No.
I know.
Yeah, okay, thank you, Gaff. Somebody. So is your Walmart like The Cube? Walmart's where it just constantly shifts and people die? Is that what happens?
Yeah, every time the aisles change in Walmart, 6 people die.
Nice. So I'm gonna
Specifically 6, no more, no less.
no more, no less. I like it. So Gaff, I gotta ask. Tell me your reasons as to why you hate Walmart, and then I'm gonna tell mine.
Just, I liked it when I was a kid because they had all the toys I ever wanted. But then as I got older, I just saw the people there. And plus, just this huge convoluted business reason. I won't go into it.
I am so with you. My God, those are the two reasons. The people there and Walmart as a company are not good.
Exactly.
Yeah, I agree with all that. Plus, I don't like being around large groups of people, so
So I was in Walmart last
going
night.
to Walmart and I'm
helping-
like, nope. I don't even like going into like there's a dollar store down the street. I don't like going in there. If there are like 5 people in there, I don't like it.
Yeah, I'm
That
with you on
might be a different kind of problem. Like, we should send you a help
It's still
for
my
that.
problem with Walmart. It counts.
Yeah, I was about to say it's still the problem with Walmart because Walmart they cater, and I understand that there's like businesses in a capitalist society that need to do this, but they definitely cater to like the worst people you will find. I was in Walmart last night and helping a friend get stuff for her condo because that's where she wanted to go and she wanted it cheap, so Walmart's the place to go. And we're going through the aisles and there's like a gaggle of like 6 people in the middle of this aisle and they're all just like standing there not doing anything. They're just talking. And they're all one group. Like, they could have moved together and continued to talk in some other place. But they just stopped right in the middle of this aisle, and they're talking away. And we come around the corner, and we get, like, within 7 or 8 feet, because that's the polite distance of getting within range of somebody and saying, hey, we need to get through, without actually saying, hey, we need to get through. And they all just stopped and looked at us like a bunch of cows.
That's not Walmart's fault. That's dumb people.
That's Walmart. Oh, my
But
God.
dumb
The
Okay.
people
problem
go to
with
Walmart.
is, from what I gather, y'all's problem with Walmart is, aside from the capitalists they want to make money part, is that it's just a big open place with lots of things, and idiots congregate to places with things.
Okay, right.
So you're gonna.
And you have
There's
no
a lot of
problem with
normal
idiots.
people at Walmart. There's just more bad ones, so it looks bad.
I agree with you. See, the
Yeah.
Walmart is the location as to where they come. Ergo, I don't want to go into Walmart. So you look at a place like, and I'm just going to pick
It's
on
like
Apple
saying
because
you
Apple.
don't want a high gloss car, like a car with a really glossy paint, because it picks up dust.
That's
You're not
exactly
getting
right.
any more
I
dust than a
don't
normal
want a
car.
high gloss
It
car
just
because
requires
picks
a
up
little
paint.
bit more maintenance.
It is a fault of high gloss paint. It does not make a bad car. It's just a fault of high gloss paint. So I don't want a high gloss paint on my car. You are correct. So I'm going to pick on Apple because I love Apple to pieces. Apple's an expensive store. Everybody knows that. You walk into an Apple store, you're not getting out of there with anything cheap. You don't see any of the morons inside of Walmart that you see inside the Apple store.
Because no one there can afford it. If you go to drop $200, you're going to wear a nice shirt.
Although it is a bit
Yeah.
like you could say something about the amount of people that go into an Apple store. Like, that makes sense in some ways because there's one Apple store within like 100 miles of where I live. So everybody that wants an Apple product goes there, or to like Best Buy or something to get an iPod. But if they want a computer, they go to Apple. And like if you're actually going there to buy something, it's kind of hard because there will be a bunch of people there that aren't actually looking for anything. They're just hanging around, and they're keeping the salespeople, for lack of a better term, they're keeping them busy. Like, I just got an iMac, so it was like an early birthday
Congratulations.
present. Well, I didn't just get it. I actually got it like a month or two ago. But we were standing in the store for about 20 minutes before anybody noticed that we didn't want to bother anybody because they do like the one-to-one things and then they're talking with people at the counter. So we were just standing there awkwardly looking around because there were just so many people and it was so busy. But that's the only problem I have with the store. And that's the only way I think it is similar to Walmart, is the amount of people that go in there. But you're right about them having sort of like more class. Like, have you ever seen?
You gotta
I would say
think about it.
class
At
is
least
a good word.
every Apple store I've ever seen is always in a mall, and you don't go to a mall in pajamas. Walmart, it's Walmart. Fuck it. It doesn't. Everybody already knows people at Walmart exists.
I don't
You're going
know.
to the mall. You want to look fly.
Well, I don't know what malls you go to. I mean, they must have some high-class malls, because I definitely see people in pajamas in my malls. Not that I go to these malls often, but trust me, they're there.
With the exception of the Zombie Mall in Sherman, Texas, go there, check it out. There's like 3 stores open, and somehow the building still has enough money to pay for the lights. I haven't seen pajamas in malls.
We have 2 malls in my city, actually, and one of them is like that. We have Citadel Mall, and then we have the Northwoods Mall. And it used to be the Citadel Mall was the really nice mall, and Northwoods was a little bit crappy. And now it's exactly opposite. And the Citadel Mall has had a sign out by the road that is like, I forget exactly what it is. It's some sort of cologne that's going on at Dillard's, and that one sign has been up there by the road for months and months and months, and it hasn't been changed. I'm like, Dillard's has been having this sale on this cologne for months. They might as well just give it away.
They're getting desperate.
The sale doesn't end until it all goes.
They just take the cologne to Walmart.
You're gonna end up with that cologne. You're gonna end up with a cologne.
I think
Like, the day the sale ends is the day that you get that last bottle of cologne for your birthday or for Christmas or something.
oh god, that's what's gonna be this Christmas is just gonna be a bunch of cologne from Dillard's. Why?
They give you the sign too. It's like, you finally bought it all. Here, have the sign too.
Can we move on from
Yeah, I was
Walmart?
about to say-
Because I can't
Becca's
add
just
to this
quiet.
conversation at all.
Are there no places like that over there in Britain at all?
Well, I've never been to a Walmart, so I don't know what
What
it's
about
like.
a Target?
It's a
No,
giant
we don't
store.
have a Target.
It's
Target's
got
Tell me I
better.
like Target. Oh,
Target.
bullshit.
macros.
We
Blue
don't have
kicks
that.
red.
No
I live
macros.
I live in a really,
Actually-
really small town, so we hardly have anything.
I'm amazed you have internet.
Crap internet.
Hey,
Thanks,
something.
Doctor.
It's a tube.
I'm forever dropping out of like Xbox Live and shit like that. It is not fun.
That is true. Speaking of Xbox Live, though, I've had the privilege of playing with Becka on Borderlands 2 a couple times now, and my god, lady, the noises you make are the best ones ever.
My noises have been brought up on this podcast before.
Okay, well, I won't berate it, but I'm just saying I've been introduced to them over the last week and a half or so, and it's really cute. I love it.
Her noises are half the reason for our podcast success.
But I don't make them on the podcast.
I was about to say, can somebody just record Becca talking during Borderlands
God.
2 and just put that in as noises for an introduction?
I was just thinking that.
I won't go into detail as to how I sound when I play Borderlands, but you'll just need to play with me to witness it.
It is unique, that's for sure.
So you guys are still all playing Borderlands 2?
Well, we were playing the other night because I finally finished my story because I'd been hopping into other people's games and stuff, but
And she
Yeah, I'm still
squealed like a
playing it.
stuck pig the whole time fighting the warrior. The whole time.
but I did it.
You definitely did.
I think I only died like once. That's good for me.
I don't know. I played through that game like 2 times, and I kind of got bored of it. So I don't know.
Yeah, I
how
don't think I ever finished my second playthrough. I hopped on once the other day on my brother's copy, though.
Like, I don't know how I still see some of you guys on there a lot, and I'm like, I just don't know how you do it. Maybe I just overplayed it way too much.
I think you
Like-
have to play with the right people.
Oh yeah, I had a bunch of people that I had a lot of fun playing with them. But maybe you're right about just having maybe I need to find a new group.
I soloed through, and after about halfway through the second playthrough, I was like, well, this is really boring now.
Yeah.
I love that game. Like, there's some people on the forums that were talking about doing it because they want to finish their stories. So you could probably find new people to do it with. I mean, I'm always up for playing it.
Yeah, I've already played through it. And another thing is I don't really want to start a new character because I've got a level 50 assassin. And I'm like, yep, I just want to join low-level people's games and troll them.
I
That's
think I'm
all I've done since I finished the game.
I think I'm like level 31 or 32 with Necromancer, obviously.
Obviously.
I love the Necromancer.
Yeah, absolutely. Necromancer's the best by far.
I can't not be the
Axton's where it's
Necromancer.
at.
I give you, the Commando's a good second. That's my second favorite. I've got a
I
Gunzerker
like
and a
Assassin.
Siren on my PC, but neither of them are nearly as good as the Necromancer or the Commando.
No love for the Assassin? Anybody? No?
You can't throw a deployable nuclear turret.
That's your job,
No,
Tyler. TJ,
but-
you're supposed to love the Assassin. Sorry about calling you Tyler.
I've never heard anybody say they love the Assassin.
Well, I do.
Okay.
That
You are
beats
the
me.
first. Congrats.
I
haven't
am the
s-
Assassin.
I haven't seen an Assassin cosplay yet to the conventions I've been to, so if that says anything.
Maybe for RTX I could be the Fat Assassin.
Fat Assassin?
I was actually hoping they were gonna have, like, they released a Borderlands 2 skin pack for Minecraft. Like, they had a lot of the Borderlands 2 characters. Why didn't they have
Yeah.
the Assassin? I don't understand that.
I got that skin pack because I really like them, but I was really hoping they had the Necromancer, but they didn't.
What would they have then?
They had
They had the main 3, and then they had, like, Handsome Jack.
The
yeah.
main 3. Well, there's main 4 though.
Exactly, they didn't have the Assassin.
Okay.
Well, the
Villain
main-
was
the main-
more important.
The main 4 minus the Assassin with Handsome Jack.
Gotcha. All right. I was thinking about doing a Handsome Jack as my next cosplay.
Awesome.
That'd be a pretty good one too.
The Handsome Jack mask, like, when you see him in game, looks normal, but I think I was bored, so I googled some Handsome Jack cosplay and stuff like that, and it's really creepy when you see people walking around with, like, tape and stuff attached to their face, or if they actually
Yeah.
have, like, a mask over their face. It's really creepy.
Yeah, that's weird. At Otagon, there was a guy who was dressed up as Handsome Jack, and I saw a video with him in it, I think it's called Awesome Con out in Arizona. And I was shocked to see him there. I was like, dude, you're the reason that I've been inspired to do Handsome Jack next. And I meant to ask him about how he does does Handsome Jack, the mask, he's got like those little metal pieces that are up near his temples and his chin that hold the mask in place.
Yeah.
He had like those on his face, and I was like, I meant to ask him how he did those, but I
They're bolted
forgot
to
completely.
his skull.
I don't think he's bolted them to his skull for a cosplay.
He's really dedicated.
No, some people.
Dedication.
Yeah,
Maybe.
exactly.
That's true. That's very true.
If I could cosplay as the Necromancer, I totally would.
You could pull it off, Becca.
Do it. I'm cosplaying for RTX, so you
Yeah,
better
why
do it.
couldn't you?
Yeah,
You're
but
redhead, you're the right height.
I need to get like the outfit together, and that's going to be the hardest part. I'm lazy.
I was about to say, well, it's just what? It's a t-shirt, striped leggings, and a skirt and boots. I mean, it's like
Goggles.
clothes.
Congrats, people
Well,
actually wear
there's
that
more
normally.
to it than that.
Well, you have to do makeup, sure, but I mean, it's just clothes. It's not like
I mean, she's
you
got
got to
her
build
belt.
like a suit of
Are you
armor
gonna get
to
one
do
of your friends to cosplay with you as a what's a robot's name?
Death Trap.
Death Trap.
Death Trap.
I don't have anybody to be my Death Trap right now, but if anybody wants to be my Death Trap, they're more than welcome to.
Gonna
Need to get, like, a really
buttload of
big
messages
balloon.
now.
Unless you're a creep, then no.
Put a cardboard
You're about to get a
box
bunch of
on a really
messages
big
after this
balloon.
podcast.
That way it floats.
I'll be your Death Trap. Wink.
Oh, great.
No one heard that. Tyler said 101 plus new Becca messages.
Becka messages. If I get
Would
any,
those
I'll
be-
be surprised.
Would those be to Becca, or would they be to the podcast about Becca? Because I don't know which would be
Both.
trickier.
Yeah, exactly.
Both.
After
Why do
that
I say
first,
these things?
I was gonna ask. After the first podcast you and I were on with Luis and I forgot who the other person was.
Go to hell.
That other guy. Anyway, did the creeper messages calm down at all?
Well, I think at the time I had my settings changed, so the people couldn't send me messages unless they were my friend. But I recently changed that back. But
Oh,
I
well,
think I-
now you can prepare.
Why
After
did you
this
admit to
podcast.
that?
it's been hasn't changed for about 2 weeks or something like that. But I haven't had much lately. But
Although
I have been
did
quiet
tweet
on the site.
I tweeted you the twerking bears from Colbert
Yeah,
Report.
you
That
did,
was
you
pretty good.
asshole.
Did you actually watch
Working
that?
bears.
Yeah, I
Oh,
did.
Jesus.
It was an amazing video.
I can't believe you made me watch it.
You know you loved it.
Sure. It was almost as bad as the cat twerking.
The cat twerking was pretty awful. I didn't link that
Oh,
one, by the
God.
way.
I know it wasn't you, but still. It was
I wanted to
bad.
make sure everyone else knew that.
Yeah, you just sit and you just see if you can find videos of various animals twerking.
No, I just follow the Colbert Report. Great show. Everyone watch it.
Yeah, I watch it. I don't follow it, but I watch it whenever it's on. I like the Daily Show too.
I don't think I can even watch it here.
You watch the is the
You-
Daily Show on like a temporary thing since John Oliver's been hosting?
I think Jon Stewart's actually coming back soon. Like, I remember seeing
Boo.
somebody tweeted that they preferred John Oliver, but I like Jon Stewart better. I haven't
No,
watched
John
it.
Oliver's where it's at.
I haven't watched the Daily Show since Jon Stewart hasn't been on it. I like Jon Stewart. He's my bro.
Nah.
I hope he listens to this. Replies to my love letters. That would be nice.
Well, we found the creeper on the website, everybody. Everybody unfriend
No,
TJ.
no. No, that's no. I haven't sent any love letters to you people.
You
You
people.
people. What do you
You
mean,
people.
you people?
What do you mean, you people? What are you doing in Canada?
What?
Never
What?
mind.
Was that a dog?
No, it was a cat.
Oh my god, Gaff. With the squealing. So we haven't had the girl squeal yet. We haven't had that happen yet on this podcast. Ladies, squeal, please. All right, hold on. I wish I had
They're
started
like
that
two
now. Now I
monkeys
gotta.
squealing at each other.
Two howler monkeys on the podcast.
I believe that we're more like hyenas, if you don't
Mhm.
mind.
Because you're always laughing your asses off.
Okay,
Yep.
I'll give you hyenas. That works. So I have this typed up, my Jim's thoughts on the podcast, and I just put up. I just typed it out. I haven't actually posted it yet. My thoughts on number 10, and so I gotta throw this in here. We have got to stop with the Glackigan thing where Gaff goes glack 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 glack. That's so dumb. Please stop.
That is
I've
awesome.
never.
No, it is not.
I only did it that one time because I was asked to.
Don't
Really?
fight the
I've never
Glackigan.
heard it.
I know,
Seriously, it only
Glackigan's the
happened
best.
once, Jim.
I mean, I feel like it's constant. I don't know. I honest to God, I don't like the name.
How many
Glack
times
again.
did you listen
And
to number
glack as
10?
a sound for a gun is so not accurate.
It's as accurate as a laser going pew pew.
Well, I mean, nobody knows what a laser sounds like.
I'm pretty sure there are plenty of people that know what lasers
Well,
sound
a laser
like.
gun. How about
No,
that? How
I have
about that?
Laser technicians and whatnot.
My laser pen doesn't make any noise.
I'm
Your
thinking
laser pen is a lie.
like lethal laser guns out of like Star Wars or Star Trek.
The point
Hmm.
is, Glackigan is awesome.
Fine, I'll take it out of my thoughts. Jeez.
Good.
Asshole.
Really, Gaff? That was what was.
There you go,
Just,
ladies and
like,
gentlemen.
was that what
Gaff's
was needed
contribution
there?
It was the anticipation.
Jeez, I can't even write.
Brilliant
talk to you.
timing.
Her major contribution to the podcast thus far, Jim's an asshole.
Asshole.
I mean, that's not news to anybody. Everybody
You
knows Jim's an
asshole.
asshole.
He's an asshole.
That song by Dennis Leary. That's my theme song.
Hey, sir, I need
I
to
love
check
that song.
inside your asshole.
What?
South
What?
Park?
All I heard was check inside your asshole. I was like, what?
It was a South Park reference, okay? Nobody watches South Park?
I watched South Park,
Not
but I don't remember
consistently.
checking assholes.
It was like this episode about the TSA, the Toilet Safety Administration.
Okay.
Never mind.
I
What's
like to
next
think you're
on our
making that up.
list?
That's your cover story.
I always end these topics with something awkward. And I've only been here twice.
Good track record, though. You're 2 for 2.
Yeah, I like Tyler. Jim's thought on podcast 13. I'm not an arsehole.
That's just gonna be the entire post. I'm not an
All right, we're
arsehole.
done. Thanks. That's it. We're done.
Speaking of Americans saying arsehole, Saints Row 4 is an amazing game.
I want to get it. I'm probably gonna get it.
If you're a fan of the series and it's like, is it as good as Saints Row 2? It's not the same kind of game. But it's still amazing.
It looks fun. But I'm getting GTA 5 first.
No, but it's a totally different game. This is the best superhero game I've ever played.
I mean, it sounds like fun, and I'll probably get it eventually, but GTA 5 comes first.
I think I'm gonna get it because I'm really keen on the idea of having superpowers.
The pre-order gun, Merca, is amazing.
America.
Well, I can't use that gun, so
Because you didn't pre-order or because you're not from America?
both.
That's a shame.
So, does it feel like it's actually a sequel, or not a sequel, but does it feel like my only problem with Saints Row 4 is that I feel like it shouldn't have been Saints Row 4. It should have been named like Saints Row, Saints Row and then semicolon something. Like
3.5.
It doesn't change the game engine at all. Or the graphics.
Oh, it doesn't change the game engine at all.
It's
No.
literally based off an add-on for Saints Row the Third. I mean, I understand.
Yeah, it was meant to be.
I can see how it's a completely different game, and I just think they should have named it Saints Row something, and then...
I don't know. If you want to do it because it's a side-off kind of thing, because, like there was Fallout 3 and Fallout New Vegas.
Exactly.
But I
they
wouldn't say that
something
Fallout...
like that.
If they wanted to call it like Fallout New Vegas, Fallout 4, I wouldn't have complained. So I don't think like an engine or anything matters. Content-wise, Saints Row 4 is solid.
I
I'm
don't even know
probably
what
gonna
that was.
get it.
It's not deep and full of like awesome, traumatic things that'll make you like, I'm going to name my child this because I had to cry. But it's good, it's fun.
I think I'm gonna get it. I've got a few people who want to play co-op, so yeah.
All right, so Saints Row 4, it seems like it's promising for those of y'all who are interested in Saints Row 4.
Yep.
I feel like I spend my time playing 4 video games and watching anime, and I don't know that I have anybody to relate to.
What are you talking about?
Well, I don't know what anime you watch, Gaff. I know you watch anime, but I have no idea what you watch.
I like
Why
when
don't
you
you
totally
talk
forget
about
like
it?
the one night
Yeah, why
on
didn't you say I
Hulu
watched this one?
where I exchanged like all the freaking anime I watch. You forgot.
Yeah, I did. Yeah, because I didn't write it down. You were correct. I did forget.
You should have committed it to memory.
I can own that. I
Womp
can admit.
womp.
Started watching Gurren Lagann, though, a couple weeks ago.
Mm.
Have you watched that one yet?
Mm-hmm.
Is it good? I'm Thanks, Gaff, for all the great input. She only has stuff to say when it's like anger or derogatory towards me. I don't even know what our relationship is.
Asshole.
Hateful.
Speaking of anime, has everybody watched the new episode of Ruby?
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
That
It
was
was
intentional.
awesome.
Gaff, are you trying to make like a record, least words said in a podcast?
Shh, don't bring it up.
I think she firmly holds it. She didn't have to make the
Yeah.
record. I don't even recognize Gaff's voice sometimes when I hear it. I'm like, who is that? So, Ruby, episode 6, do we want to talk about it?
It was so awesome. There was like fighting stuff in it. Yeah.
Yeah, I was kind of disappointed. Like,
It was
I think
nice to see some fighting.
Yeah, last
Yeah.
episode they ended it with like no fighting. It's kind of
My
nifty
favorite-
about that.
My favorite part of the entire episode, though, was when Nora booped Lee on the nose. Boop! I just thought that was the cutest thing.
I feel like that's all I have to say about every episode is, oh, it was awesome. Like, yeah, oh, it was awesome. But I'm glad we
It
actually
was
have something
awesome.
more to
This
say.
one thing happened.
This one thing happened that we liked. I feel like by the end of this, Weiss and Ruby are going to be like BFFs. They hate each
Oh,
other now.
absolutely.
But I think that they're going to be secret lovers.
Oh,
Oh well, that
Totally.
escalated quickly.
Rule 34?
It's not Rule 34 if it happens.
It's a thing now.
It's already going to be there. Forget fanfic.
So, quick question. Who
I'm gonna
out of
Google
the
that right now.
Oh, God. Who out of the 4 main girls is your favorite so far?
I
I
say
really like
Ruby.
Blake.
Black.
I
Yeah,
really
Blake.
like Blake.
Definitely.
I usually just
really
fall
like
in with the
Ruby,
yeah.
but I really want to know more about Weiss.
Yeah, she's definitely interesting.
Yeah, like, cause you just see, like, you watch her trailer and you listen to the song, and then you see how she was in her, like, first episode she showed up, and you're just kind of like, what? There's
Yeah,
gotta be
like
more to this.
the song talks about her being like lonely and stuff, and I'm just like,
Well, that's why
Like
she's
Ruby, lonely.
that's why she's such a hard ass.
Lonely.
That's why she's such a hard ass. She's lonely. It's all that hurt. She got it bottled up.
I feel like I'm the person who follows Ruby the least. Like I watch the episodes every week, but I don't like go into detail about it. It is probably not great, but yep.
I don't either, TJ. I mean, I probably follow anything on RoosterTeeth the least, despite being on this site probably the longest.
I think
Well-
we can take you up on your word for that.
Well, okay, great. Except for Red vs. Blue, that I follow very closely. I love Red vs. Blue to pieces. I love it
Yeah.
to bits.
stop.
Why?
Because he said bits.
I can say bits. I don't say bits very often.
So you can say bits, but I can't say bits and bobs?
I didn't say that you couldn't say them. I'm just kibbles and bits.
Well, you won't say the word, so he has to say it now.
I'm not that you can't say bits. I was just pointing out that I feel like the individuals from England use it.
Well, that's
often.
not me.
All right. So what do we call the collective group of people that are underneath
British
the Queen?
Islanders.
Do
We
we
just
call
kind
it
of-
the United Kingdom? If that's what we have to call it, I'll call it that. That's fine.
Don't be specific at all. Just refer to them colloquially as y'all.
Those people. Got it.
What are y'all doing? How are y'all today?
Y'all people
The
use
president of
bits
the
a lot,
US
is all I'm
calls
saying.
the Queen, and he's like, "How are y'all doing today?"
You got to put a little more southern in it if it's the president calling the queen. How y'all doing today?
Okay.
Yep, a little over the top.
What was the
Are you-
question again?
I was gonna say, do we want to? Speaking of questions, do we want to get to questions now? Is that what we're doing at this point? Kind of creeping on the hour here. It looks like.
Gotta leave time for your read.
We could.
Oh, the teaser right there, DJ.
Isn't it?
Tease it.
Tease it. You don't watch Let's Plays. You can't make that joke.
Yeah.
I hung around with you kids enough, and I have watched some Let's Plays, not a lot, but I've watched some.
So
And I've hung
what
around
do
with
you
you
watch?
kids enough.
When you
I can
set
say
out and
tease
it's
it.
like, when you sit down, what Let's Play do you like? Well, I don't like Minecraft. I'm gonna go watch GTA.
I was like, well, I don't.
What was that?
That was my phone. Apparently, I did not put my phone on silent like I thought I did. I'm gonna have to call my cousin back later.
Shame on you.
Like Jim was
wow.
going to be abducted by aliens.
Way
you.
to be an asshole, Jim. You just became a hypocrite.
Yeah, you did. So are we gonna go to questions?
Yes, please. Let's go to questions. Hide my embarrassment underneath the questions.
All right. Well, I went ahead and I took the liberty of finding a couple questions. So, do we want to trust my judgment, or does somebody else want to try and take the mantle of responsibility?
I'm digging your questions. I like the first one a lot.
Okay. So the first one here. Do you have any unreasonable phobias? Asked by
Yes.
ClassyLad.
Yes.
Yes.
Kind of.
There's no room for kind ofs.
Well, I don't know if it's considered a phobia.
Ladies
That's
first.
the thing. I don't know if this is considered a phobia, but like I can't stand when people touch my neck. Like if people touch my neck, I will freak out and like have a panic attack and start screaming on the floor.
Like random passerbyers, or like sexy times here, and it's like, oh, he
Like, no,
touched my neck. That's
I was
it.
about to say.
It's like random people, like see, like
Oh,
my
yeah.
workmates will come up behind me and they'll just like nip me in the back or whatever. But some people go for the neck, and I just freak the fuck out, and it's just not fun. And I don't know where it came from. Like I've just been like that forever.
I can sort of agree with you there. Like, I don't really have that bad of a problem when I think when people touch the back of my neck. But whenever I watch a TV show or something and I see people getting like strangled or something, I think I couldn't be an actor because I can't
I'm
stand when
really
people like try to
sensitive.
like even when they're fake strangling, I like turtle up.
even if someone just puts their hand on my neck, I'll freak the fuck out.
Okay, now,
I will
like,
be
are you
on
I
the
won't go
ground
on the
and
floor
I will-
screaming, but
I will be screaming and making noises.
Like right where,
Not
like,
good
I know you
noises.
don't have an Adam's apple, but like on a dude where the Adam's apple is neck, or is it like when like some friendly person you know is like coming, they kind of half wrap their arm around your shoulder and they kind of.
It's kind of like the back of the neck, but like also like the sides of the neck. But I'm just really sensitive to my neck. Like the thought of like people getting hit in the neck or punched in the neck, just yuck.
Have you ever seen Roadhouse?
No,
That's got a good neck scene. You'd enjoy that.
no, I don't like
Got
the
a
tone
good
of your
neck
voice when you
scene.
said
Oh,
that.
boy.
That sounds like something else.
The
That
tone
sounds
of
something
your
sexual.
voice when you
Necking.
said that.
She already said
No.
that she's alright with sexy time necking. She just doesn't like that normal necking.
I've just revealed my weakness to like everyone who listens to this. They're gonna like attack my neck when I'm at RTX. Fuck.
Come up, touch your neck, and twerk at you.
No.
Ugh. That, what if Becca went into like a twerk coma, like a twerk seizure if you touched her neck?
Please don't do that to me.
Don't do that, kids. Don't do that. Gaff, what is your unreasonable phobia?
I don't like shower curtains.
What?
Wow.
what?
I thought mine was strange. Damn.
I know. No, I don't. I seriously don't like them touching me. It's like this germ thing. I do not like them touching me, especially if I'm in the shower. I do not want it near my feet. I'm like up against the wall. I don't want it near my feet.
Standing
Is
on
it-
the edge of the shower.
Is it specifically shower curtains, or you just not like germs
Yeah.
in general? Oh,
No,
so
it's
it would be
just
okay
shower
if
curtains.
like it would be okay if like you were eating your dinner off a toilet seat, but once you touch the shower curtain, it's all
Okay,
over.
no one's gonna
Oh
eat
yeah,
that
yeah,
shit on
yeah.
the
That's
toilet.
totally okay.
I feel like that's a little extreme there, TJ.
It's like you'll 3-second roll a Skittle off the ground, but you don't want to touch your shower curtain.
I just never could. I freak out. I get like chills. I just like.
Is it
So-
slimy? Like,
so-
describe your shower curtain.
Yeah, no joke.
Ugh.
Well, no, this goes for all shower curtains. Like if I go to a hotel, just anything.
Well, that's a given.
I can't stand it.
So
That's
you
because
won't
everything in
touch.
hotels are covered in sperm.
So you won't touch a
What?
shower curtain
God,
at all.
Kyle.
So if
Ask
you're in
again,
the
Becca.
shower and the curtain's totally pulled like across the shower, can you not get out? Because you won't touch it, or?
No, I have a brief moment of bravery. I mean,
I was about to say, do you just when you go to hotels, you just leave the curtain open? The
He brings a stick.
I did do that one time, and I got water everywhere, and I got yelled at.
Okay, well that's unfortunate. I did the
How do you
same
Just
thing.
saying.
How do you feel about like a glass sliding door that people have in their showers?
See, those are totally fine. Those are fine. Got no beef with that.
I feel like it's because of the air pressure thing, and like the curtains like flow toward you. That's one thing about this townhouse I'm living in. That my old house
I
did
know.
not have this
Oh, I
problem.
hate that.
Where it's like I get in the shower and the shower curtain is just like as soon as I step in, it's like they're possessed and want to cling to me. I'm like, get off of me.
I've since solved that problem. I just turn the shower head towards the curtain, force it to not touch me. I have no problem
Lean
touching the
towards
shower
it.
curtain, but when something's like just softly brushing against me while I'm naked and in the shower and wet, it's kind of weird.
This is bordering on pedophilia. I feel like.
Bordering less than a month to go.
Ladies.
All right. I was about to say. I guess it's. I guess
was
we've gone through the
joking,
ladies. I
guys.
guess it's time for my unreasonable phobia. I always imagined I would be talking about this on a podcast one day. I have a fear of if I'm driving down the road and I'm picking my nose, I'm going to get in a wreck with my finger
What?
in my nose and kill myself by sticking my finger up into my brain.
Oh my god.
That is the most ridiculous thing I've ever heard.
I mean,
So the first time you got in a car, you were driving, you were picking your nose, and then you're like, "Oh my god, I'm gonna die."
no,
And right,
no, this
right
is-
after you
this
took your
is-
finger out of your nose, you were thinking, "This is gonna be on a podcast someday."
This is no. This is a recent fear that I would say I've probably developed in the last year and a half. I was driving, picking my nose, and I hit a pothole, and I was like, "My God, I could have died." So,
You never see
Or
anybody
worse,
die
you
like
would've
that in a
still
horror
lived.
film.
I know. This is the way I go out
They should
in
do
Final
that.
Destinations
Freak you
80.
How did he die? His finger was lodged in his nose and he crashed.
He picked his own brain.
He lobotomized himself through his nose with his index finger.
Wow.
I've always kind of thought that about toothpicks, though. That if an airbag went off, like the toothpick would go up somewhere it shouldn't.
It probably would.
That's something to think about.
Die
All of a
from
sudden,
internal bleeding.
all of a sudden, your fear seems legitimate.
So, Kyle,
Okay,
do
well-
you have a phobia?
Kyle, you're next.
I do. I have a food phobia.
Oh.
Vegetables and
Ooh.
shit can't touch my food.
Vegetables and
Oh.
shit.
Oh, that's more like OCD.
I'd
isn't
imagine.
it?
Like if
I wouldn't
if I
want
get a
shit
burger
touching my
and
food
it's-
either.
and it's
So I
got
give
like
you half credit.
pickles on it, I can't do it because I know it's going to taste like pickles.
Oh.
So
People will be like, "No, lettuce doesn't have lettuce. Absolutely has a taste, and it's not a good one."
Very mild taste.
So you don't eat vegetables at all?
There are some exceptions, though most of them are starch, I guess. So like corn and potatoes, those are a given. You've got to eat those two. And just about anything you can do to those. Though I'm not actually a big fan of corn in a bowl. It's pretty much got to be on a cob or popped. And then, let's see. If you fry it, that'll do it.
We're just
Meat
talking about corn now.
Meat,
Wow.
meat and taters. That's right. That's proper Southern.
Meat and cheese and I'll be fine. I don't even need potatoes or bread. Just meat and cheese.
Potatoes. Yep, that's where we're gonna end that. Okay.
All right, TJ. No, nothing for
Yeah,
you.
TJ.
Can we just inject that Tyler has a phobia of boobs? Okay.
Yep. All right. Done. Moving on. TJ.
no, I don't have
I
any
don't like
phobias
lettuce
other
on
than
those
getting
either.
burned alive by a flamethrower.
What?
Whoa.
It's a long
I
story.
don't think anyone would like that.
That's extreme.
Seems like a reasonable phobia to me. Actually,
How
I mean,
often are you around a flamethrower for that to be
I was
reasonable?
about to say, I don't know that it's common, but I mean, I think that's a genuine fear. I mean, if you were ever near something that lit ablaze, I
Well, what
feel
if, say, your brother were to walk into your room while you were recording a podcast with a can of, like, Axe or something and a lighter, and you just started burning it while you were listening to people talk about their phobias?
I don't know. I'd probably punch him.
That does seem like a good plan.
I feel like since we picked on Tyler about his boob phobia, was it Tyler, and put it in the chat here so I can refresh my memory, was it you, Danielle, and I that was talking about that earlier this week? You were trying to defend yourself a little bit, and then we got into what makes a woman kind of thing. That's polite company podcast.
You've got to
talk.
sing that. You say what makes a woman, and you have to sing that like with some soul.
All right, yeah, that's what I thought, Tyler. Thank you. I just wanted to make sure I wasn't. I knew it was you. I just wanted to make sure it was you, Danielle, and I. And all right, well, I guess that answers the phobia question. What do we have
That
next
was
on
a
the
great
list?
question.
Alrighty then. The next question, very strange one. Kitsuun put this one up a while back, and I think we talked about it on TeamSpeak one day.
Oh,
What if
I think
cow
I know.
poo tasted like beef?
I
Oh,
still
God.
wouldn't eat it.
Nope.
No.
I wouldn't either. But
I
I
knew
wanted
it.
to ask,
Yeah,
more or less for
probably
general
not.
discussion, what does
I
that
don't
mean?
I don't eat a lot of beef as it is, so I'd be totally cool with it, but I just wouldn't eat it.
That sounded like an oxymoron. I don't eat a lot of beef, so I'd be cool with it, but I wouldn't eat it.
It's true.
So, Gaff, you're a
All that
resident
would
animal
mean
lover.
would be
You got
at
the most
McDonald's.
upset when I said I'd eat a dog. How do you feel about eating cow poo instead of cows?
Because
You
that's
have to
like the
bring up
same
the
thing,
dogs.
right?
It's totally the same thing.
No. I would not do it.
I say I would definitely not eat cow poo, but I would eat a
Exactly,
dog
it's
if it was a
still shit.
life and death situation. I would eat a dog, but I would not eat cow
Oh.
poo.
I couldn't eat a dog.
I couldn't.
You've never played Fallout and been hungry.
I couldn't eat the dog if I had to kill it. If the meat was just there, pre-sliced, and maybe tastefully seasoned, maybe then I could eat it.
I
On
would-
an island.
I'd kill it
couldn't.
for you, TJ.
If I knew what it was, I could not eat it. No.
If I don't know the dog, that's fine.
What
I
if
could-
you ate
If it's
some?
not
What if you
my
ate the
dog.
dog and it was delicious, and then you were like, "Oh, hey, this is great. What is it?" And they're like, "Oh, it's dog."
Kyle, I thought you wanted
I'd
to
be like,
get away from the whole
okay.
idea that you ate puppies, and now you're just bringing it up and now
yeah,
you're
you,
sad.
you just
No,
jumped
now
You're
it's
back.
kinda
doing
my thing.
yourself
I've gotta run
no
with it.
Totally
favors.
just brought it up to upset me.
Dick.
He's upset me and you both. TJ, if you ever needed somebody to kill a dog for you, brother, let me know. I've done it before.
There's a car involved. We've all had that day.
Okay. Well, I don't need anybody to
Can we
kill my
please
dogs right
get away
now,
from
so
this conversation?
Saddest run over dog story ever.
I
It's
don't want to
happened.
talk about
Buddy
dogs
didn't
getting
have a car.
killed.
And
I
it was
wasn't
after
happy
football
about it, but
practice,
I've done it.
And the coach drove him home, and he was like, "Thanks, coach."
Gaff.
Coach put it in reverse, pulled out, and ran over his dog and killed it.
Dude!
That's a sad story.
It was.
That
So the moral there is have your own car.
Oh,
my parents used to have a Doberman named Duchess, and they took her up to the family farm one day, and she had gone out and gotten filthy muddy, and my aunt's lives not terribly far from my great grandmother's house on the same farmland, but it's a wee bit down the road. So they got in the car and they were driving to my aunt's house, and the dog was running behind them, and another car was coming at them, and the dog ran out on the other side of the street and got hit by the oncoming vehicle. That was a terrible, terrible night in my family's lives. So I understand not wanting to kill dogs or seeing dogs get hurt. So yeah.
I'm sad.
Next
now.
question.
Yeah, where do we go from there?
Next question.
It's a happy
we have a
question.
segue
Cats.
to another question.
Happy cats.
I suppose this one is
Kitties.
much happier.
There's
It's not
cats in
happy
Minecraft
cats,
now.
You didn't bring that up. We were going to talk about cats in Minecraft.
Yeah, we were.
Well, do you want to give a
already
shout
have
out before the next
a million
question?
Shout out to cats in Minecraft.
Shout out to Minecraft for having cats.
Next question.
Okay, so here is one from yours truly. What game, whether it's a current gen swan song or a next gen newcomer, are you looking forward to the most?
Titanfall.
Destiny.
Probably GTA 5.
Dynasty Warriors 9. I don't know.
What? No, get out of here. Go away. That garbage somewhere else. Has anybody seen the Gamescom footage for Titanfall?
No.
Oh man, mighty good. Looks mighty good. That's gonna be like.
I will say Titanfall does look interesting.
It looks
Yeah,
good,
that's-
but my money's still riding high with Destiny right now.
Yeah,
I'm
pretty
Destiny just
excited
looks
for
amazing.
Destiny.
Yeah,
Yeah.
same here.
For sure, I think that Destiny's going to be incredible. I feel like Destiny and Titanfall, it seems like from what little information is out, Destiny's got a lot more information out than Titanfall, but based off of what little information is out for Titanfall, I feel like they're both going to do this MMO FPS kind of thing, which is kind of how Borderlands is, because that's how I play it. I can't play it alone. I got to play it with people, and it's really engaging. I like it. I think it's a great idea.
And the groups are bigger than Borderlands, is what I liked. I've only seen that
Yeah.
one
Yeah.
gameplay thing
Yeah.
they did, and there was at least 15 people there.
It's going to be
Except
pretty
Titanfall
awesome.
looks more like an MMO FPS, looks more like it's closer to Call of Duty, but with giant ass robots. So that's cool.
yeah.
Giant ass robots, like there's a comment
Giant,
there.
giant ass robots, not giant ass robots. Giant.
Not
ass-
asses that are giant robots, but
Oh no, that's
Damn,
what
I
I
was
was saying.
excited.
They're
Yeah,
ass robots
you
that are
would be.
giant,
I think it was
or
IGN.
as Tyler would say, giant arse robots.
As Tyler would say. I think IGN was saying that the idea behind Titanfall is kind of to be the Call of Duty killer, which I'm perfectly okay with because I love the sci-fi stuff. But one thing I was listening to, I think it was the patch actually, they were saying on it that the campaign is like a multiplayer campaign where you go through the campaign, but you go through with a group of people. So it's not just you. There's no real like single player. It's how it's looking like it's going to be, but that's not for sure yet.
That seems like that would be interesting. If you you went to matchmaking and you could look up, you would matchmake campaign levels or something, and you would find 16 people to play through as squads or something, and you all have different objectives or something. That seems like that would be interesting.
I haven't looked into any of this. Is it?
I
When you
have no
say
idea if
it's
that's
playthrough
how it
campaign,
actually goes, but
can you play either side and be like, well, I'm going to be the red team the whole game through?
No idea on this point. I feel like it revolves around a single character because we've only seen 2 instances of gameplay footage, and it looked like you were the same character both times. But I don't know. I don't know what differentiates the characters really. They don't seem to have different looks, and the Titans themselves are reasonably similar. I feel like we skipped a question. What about...
Well, we
Yeah.
did sort of skip a question, so I'll go find us a little interim question here for a second.
No. I want this other question, though.
I believe the other question was already asked, is what Tyler said.
It's been answered.
Oh, was it? Okay, never mind then.
I was
delay
on the
my last
podcast where it was asked.
Go ahead, feel free. The question was Pokemon, Digimon, or Yu-Gi-Oh! So go ahead and toss out yours since you weren't there to answer that one before.
Oh, I mean, I don't want to... This isn't about me, so whatever. Go on. We can do whatever's next. What are we doing next?
Well, do you want another question, or were y'all ready to move on to something special?
I'm okay with 3 questions. I think that's fine. We can move on. I feel like something special will be exciting.
All right, then why don't you
Let's
take
do
it
it.
away?
So, what did I just say? I don't want to make it about me, and what happens? We go into something that is nearly exclusively me. So, I'm going to throw this in the chat real quick because I realized I didn't give it to y'all yet. We are, after last week, we have decided that we're probably going to do something called Vlad Fics. It's like fanfics, but it's in Vlad's voice, which is me and my terrible Russian voice. And we do that by finding fanfics online that are absolutely bad and reading through them. So I found something here. What I'm going to read today is something called Keeping Secrets, is what it's called, by X Feel X The X Love X on fanfiction.net. And this is chapter 6. So
I've just opened
for
it
it,
and I'm
buddy.
just like, what the fuck?
I was about to say, somebody please tell me this is bad enough to read.
We're gonna link this so people can read it whilst they listen. So
Yes.
Go ahead.
So, Keeping Secrets, Chapter 6. Do we want me to read the author's notes here in the beginning in bold?
Go ahead. If
That
it's in
is
bold,
up
it needs
to
to be
you.
read.
It needs to be read. I like
It's
Kyle's
important.
attitude. Okay, so I don't know what this is what this is a fanfic of. It looks like it's under TV shows, and it's called Austin and Alley. What it looks like.
Never heard
I've
of it.
never heard of it either.
Me neither.
So, author's note. I'm going to reply to your reviews by doing it like this, okay? Well, the ones that need replying to, winky face. Wow, this is really bad. Not trying to be mean or anything, you should probably give it up for the record. Okay, then why are you reading it then? Oh yeah, by the way, learn how to spell. I'm feeling that everybody's going to need to learn how to spell by the time this is over. Trosley is forever. I don't know who or what Trosley is. The Riker/Laura part was a little awkward, but otherwise, it was great. Yeah, I know, but don't worry. There'll be plenty of Rawa moments. Anybody have any idea what that name is?
Ryora?
Ryora,
I don't
I like it. Ryora. I like Becca's Ryora moments.
Just
from
read
this
it as
story
it
goes into
says.
full swing. Piplup 312. Isn't Piplup a Pokemon?
Yep.
Yep.
Dope.
It's my favorite Pokemon.
No joke.
Penguin.
No, Typhlosion.
Charizard, go home. Right now, I can't. Oh my
Go home,
god, she was
Charizard, you're
perfect.
drunk.
Like, there is obviously a Rawa moment, but this chapter is Rydell. I like Rydell. Okay. Haha, I know, the way you act, people would think you're a crazy fangirl, but you're not. You're just a crazy fanboy. What is the difference between fanboy and fangirl besides gender?
How exactly you're going to jump their bones is primarily the difference.
H.J. Russo says, just awesome as always. Thanks, glad you like it. So, Chapter 6. A couple of hours had passed, and the party was getting all more crazier by everyone drinking and getting drunk. Not a lot of people were there sober. Even if they were sober, they would have a drink of some sort. Well, that's... Yep, I mean, if they're all drunk, that seems reasonable to assume. By accident, of course, most of the drinks are spiked. Oh, well, they're all spiked. Is the show... I guess the show has a lot of underage kids, I guess, and so that's why we have to make that a point. Okay. Everyone was stable and able to walk out of Laura, Ross, Riker, Rhino, Ratliff, Kelly, and Rocky, but Riker and Laura were a little bit tipsy, and that's about it. So for y'all who didn't catch that sentence, everyone was stable and able to walk out of Laura, Ross, Riker, Rydell, Ratliff, Kelly, and Rocky. So,
That's a lot of people to walk out of.
So people are walking out of each other.
So y'all have that in your heads. So was Rydell. She was tipsy. A lot. Okay, a lot tipsy is what we call drunk. Whoa, Ross said, catching Rydell. Watch where you're going. He said, standing her up. Sorry, she said. I am starting to think I shouldn't have a drink. Ross nodded. Ya think? He said. That was weird. Anybody think that's weird grammar on the author's part?
Yeah.
Ross nodded. Ya think? He said.
I've thought it was weird for a while now. Just keep going.
Soon Ratliff came squeezing through the crowd and drunken people, and to Ross and Rydell, "Where's Kelly?" Ratliff asked. "She's gone missing." Rydell sighed heavily. "Oh my God, who cared?" Rydell said. "Excuse me?" Ratliff said, confused. "She is girl. Let her go have fun. She doesn't even deserve you, Ratliff," Rydell said, almost shouting. "Oh yeah," Ratliff said, unfolding his arms. "If she doesn't go, then who does? Enlighten me." Rydell looked around helplessly. "Me!" Rydell spat out his drink. "Okay, Rydell, come on," Ross said. "We're going home." Sorry to break it to you, Rydell," Ratliff said, "but I like Kelly, not you. You're like the last person I want to go out with." Rydell, she really broke his heart. Rydell then frowned and began to get upset. "Oh," Rydell said. "Well," she sighed before running off. "That was a little uncalled for," Ross said, "but just ignore her. She's drunk. She probably doesn't like you in that way." And just saying. So Rydell's a girl, apparently. Ratliff sighed. "Rydell, wait up," she said, running after her. "Ratliff," Ross said, trying to stop him, but it didn't work. I don't feel like this one is as bad as the last
What kind of name is Ratliff?
one. Ratliff.
I don't know. It helps paint the atmosphere, because we don't know what show this is
It's a
from.
lot of R's. That's what I'm learning. There's a lot of R's.
This is an excerpt from Biker Mice to Mars.
Yeah, Biker Mice to Mars. Way to throw it back. When he followed her, he found her upstairs, sat outside the room. Nobody was up there, so it would have given them time to talk without being interrupted. "Rydell," he said, getting closer to her. She looked up at him. "What do you want?" she asked. "I'm sorry," he said. "I didn't mean to say what I said. You're not the last person I would. It's just I needed to say something too." Rydell cut him off. "I get what you mean," she said. "I know you don't like me in that way," he said. "It's just the drunkenness talking." She frowned. "Sure," she said. He sighed and held out his hands. "Come on, get up. We'll go downstairs and try to find Kelly." Rydell took his hands and pulled her up. When she got standing on 2 feet, Rydell stood up too quickly, so she ended up falling, but luckily Ratliff caught her. "Next party, don't drink." Ratliff said, laughing a little, but still having hold of her. Rydell nodded before looking straight up at him into his eyes. So Rydell and Ratliff are both women, is that correct?
No, because there was
I
a
have
his
no
eyes.
idea.
Or maybe? No, I don't know.
Ratliff's a dude, I think.
I feel like
Yeah, I think
but
he's a dude.
I was gonna say, I feel like. Okay, yeah, all right. I did read that wrong. Okay, no. So they are. So Rydell is the man, and Ratliff is the girl.
No.
No. Okay, I'm reading it, and I'm even confused. Moving on. When their eyes met, both of them smiled, and then they both found themselves slowly leaning in for a kiss. Soon, both of their lips met. Oh, sexy. Ratliff, "What are you doing?" he voiced asked. "Tease it." Ratliff then... They're talking while kissing? Ratliff then quickly pulled away from Rydell and turned... See? We're talking while kissing. That makes for an awkward conversation. Ratliff then quickly pulled away from Rydell and turned to see Kelly. "Oh, no," he thought. "Kelly," he said, releasing Rydell from his grip, just letting her go tumble to the floor. "I can explain," he said, going up to her. She shook her head. "No, Ratliff," she said, wiping her eyes. "How could you?" she said. "Look, Kel..." She cut him off. "We're through, Ratliff. Just leave me alone," she said, before running off. Did somebody run off twice? No? Okay. Ratliff then turned and looked at Rydell, who got up off the floor. "I'm so sorry," Rydell said. He shook his head. "It's fine," he said, before running after Kelly. Meanwhile, Ross was on search for Laura. He bumped into Riker. "Riker, have you seen Laura?" Ross asked. He shook his head. "Nope, sorry," he said. Ross groaned. "I'm going home, but I'm not leaving without her," Ross said. God, there's a lot of Ross saids in this. Riker put his head on Ross' shoulder. "Just let go. If I see her, I'll take her home. If not, then I'll tell Rocky, Rydell, and Ratliff to keep their eyes out for her." It's the triple R's. Riker said. Ross nodded. "I'm not leaving without Riker." Riker sighed. "Plus, you've been drinking and you'll forget about her." Thanks for laying it out there for us, brother.
Hey, you've been drinking too, he said. Yeah, but not a lot, Raja said. Let's help me find her. Riker then pushed him a little. Come on then. Riker went upstairs to look for Laura while Ross handled downstairs. When Riker got upstairs, he saw nobody was there, so it would make it a lot easier to find her. He looked in each room that was up there. One of the rooms he wished he didn't walk in. Oh, God, he said after he shut the door. As he went in to go to the bathroom, it opened. Laura was just coming out of it. There you are, Riker said. Ross has been having heart attack because he couldn't find you, Laura chuckled. Well, I've been here for the past 15 minutes. Why, Riker asked. 'Cause Laura held up her hand and it was all cut. Oh, here we go again, suicide cutting. Someone smashed the glass on my hand. Oh, maybe not. Riker took her hand and looked at it. She cried a little bit in pain. Oh, that must hurt, he said. She nodded. You okay, Riker asked. She nodded again. Thanks for caring, she said, hugging him. When she pulled away from the rug, she looked at him, and he looked at her. Riker then leaned down and kissed her on the lips. She deepened it for wrapping her arms around his neck. Not Becka. Well, then he then wrapped his arms around her waist. Soon he had Laura against the wall. Oh, nice. Where he then lifted her legs, were unwrapped around him. Slowly, she moved his lips down to her neck, where he began to kiss/suck. Oh my God. What is that? It's giving her a hickey. Not okay. We don't do hickeys. Ross then decided, seen enough, as though there was no sight of her downstairs, he'd go upstairs. When he did, he just froze on the spot. Riker, he shouted. Riker then pulled away from Laura and looked at Ross, who was shocked. Ross, Riker said. Laura, Ross said. Riker, Laura said. Ross then walked over to Laura and got her by arm before taking her away from Riker. Come on, Laura, I'm taking you home, he said. What? Why? Laura asked. Just because of that? Ross, we're drunk. Ross said, then sighed. Exactly. He probably manipulated you. Ross was glaring over to Riker. No, I didn't, he said. Laura then got out of Ross's grip. I'm not going home, Ross, she said, putting her hands on her hips. Just because you want me to. You'll have to drag me out. And thought for a moment. If that's what'll get you out, Ross said before putting Laura over his shoulder. Ross, Laura said as she was flung over his shoulder. Shut up, Laura, he said before making his way out door with Laura over his shoulder. Well, they're over his shoulder. Laura is over someone's shoulder.
I feel bad for having that in my browsing history now.
that one was pretty bad. Not as bad as last week's. I feel like we should probably just read chapters out of last week's. That one was exceptionally terrible. This was thrown together in like 4 seconds.
That voice, that's the first time I've heard that. You're like doing the, satellite state out of the old USSR version of Mexican soap opera.
This is Vlad, the Vlad Fics.
It makes me think of the guy from Despicable Me.
Yeah, that's Gru. I get that a lot.
Okay, there's a picture Tyler's going to have to link. He found the show that they're from with a picture. God only knows whether it was Riker, Ross, Rachel, Laura, or Rami. But Rydell. One of the dudes in that thing has Goku hair.
Nice. Where is this? Is this the R5 thing?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh my God. Wow, that kid does have some Goku hair. This is from the US? Oh, this is a band named R5. Okay. I've never heard of them.
Alright.
No idea.
Oh, that is. Okay, that must be them because it's Riker Lynch, Rocky Lynch, Ross Lynch, Rydell Lynch, and Ellington Ratliff. Well, Ellington, you have been left out, sir.
Apparently one of them was on Glee, but
Oh, God. There's a host
of
of fanfics that probably come out of that.
Oh, Jesus, that's what we need to find for the next Vlad Fic, is a Glee fanfiction.
Oh my
we need
God.
to find.
You do Glee fanfic, and we have to take turns singing it.
All
You
will
should
be
do
sung
some-
in Russian tongue.
Try and find some terrible Rooster Teeth related fanfiction.
Oh, that would be actually related content. I like it. I mean, we have the Saga of Blood Ninja, which are a bunch of really short, sex chats. It's so funny.
I'm so glad I linked you to that.
I have Partner 6 and J-Dog. I think it might be might be my favorite.
That was my favorite too.
God, I'll save this as a bookmark because I figured I'd be reading this one day. I mean, I'll read Saga of Blood Ninja, and we'll go from there. And hey, maybe it'll give us some feedback of what people prefer, whether they prefer the long stuff or they prefer these little short random ones that are nonsense.
You and you should read the male parts, and then Becca or Gaff should read the female parts.
But for the one partner six and J Dog, they're both guys.
I
volunteer.
And I'll do it in a voice like the right brand of bacon.
Jason's gonna volunteer. I wonder if we have any more J Dogs. Nothing with men, just okay.
Oh, please do this, and I'm gonna cry.
So we're doing partner 6 and J Dog.
Yes.
Okay. All right.
Where is that?
It's near the bottom. It's the next to last one on that page, I think.
So
No,
Kyle's gonna be
second to the
partner
last.
6, and you're gonna be J Dog.
Oh boy, it's gonna be good.
I make some toast and eat it off your ass. Land like butter on your crack.
I did.
Holy shit.
I Snapchatted Danielle that whole thing. I read that whole thing in multiple parts and Snapchatted it to her. I could not even keep a straight face when Stone Cold appeared.
Peanuts from the ballpark. Peanuts from the ballpark. Ken Griffey Jr. Oh yeah.
Oh my god, there's like one between two Koopas.
Get me peanuts. Peanuts from ballpark. Peanuts? King Griffey Jr., yeah. What are you talking about? I'm spent. I jump down into alley and smoke a fatty. Throw rocks at cats. This is stupid. Console Steve Austin. Gives me some beer. Wanna wrestle Stone Cold? Yeah. / ignore. It's cool. Stone Cold, she was bitch anyway. We get into Harleys and ride into Sunset.
What the fuck? This is awesome.
I just really like that part a lot. Do we want to do partner 6 and J Dog real quick, and then we'll wrap it up?
Yeah, let's do that.
All right, cool.
Alright, where is it?
Third from the bottom.
Alright, so which one's which?
Your partner 6, and Jim is J Dog.
Yes, J for Jim.
Yep.
This is gonna be good.
It's gonna be
So
awesome.
you're really an 18-year-old girl, right?
Yeah, J for Julie.
So what's with the dough?
It's cause I'm into Latina gangs and shit. You know, rolling with the homies and shit.
Oh, okay. That's cool. You ever seen a gun?
Yeah, I got like 6 guns.
That's cool. You want to see my gun?
Of course, baby.
I pull off my pants and show you my gun.
Oh, it is so big.
Yeah. You want to do?
I guess stroke it or something?
It likes that.
Aight.
Keep talking to me, baby.
I kiss your mouth hard, then gently.
Daddy like.
I unzip my pants.
Yeah. Show me what you got.
I pull out my schlong and rub it on your breast.
What the fuck?
Oh, shit, I meant your schlong, your schlong.
I've had it when you queers trying to stab at me. I only fuck women.
Shit, just don't shoot me, man. I wasn't serious about
Oh
the
my
guns I
God.
have. I'm unarmed.
You dipshit.
I whimper to myself. Please don't shoot me, mister.
I can't wait to hear that.
Wow.
That's gonna be
I've got tears in my eyes. Oh my god. That was amazing.
good. You can hear her like, snorting up her own tears.
It was beautiful.
Still a better love story than Twilight.
I think we have a hashtag. Still a better love story than Twilight. I think we need to do a Twilight rant about Twilight encouraging women to be in abusive relationships.
Don't get me started and talk about Twilight.
Oh God, I
Seriously.
know it's horrendous.
Necrophilia and molesting children. That is what I get from Twilight.
And
Sparkling vampires, what the fuck is that shit?
Right.
And why
yeah.
hang out at high school if you live forever?
Ain't no shit.
That's bollocks. It's so unrealistic.
Yeah, I feel like I think my biggest problem with Twilight is that that the main female character is encouraged to be in an abusive relationship, and it's written off as being cute and romantic when it's really not.
Wait, I mean, that part doesn't
I
bother
hate
me.
her.
50 Shades of Grey is a thing now. I just don't like, why are you in high school? Why do you glitter when you walk in the sun? You're not a vampire.
I could forgive the first book because I think I've said this before. The first book was a dream the author had, and she wrote it, and then the publisher wanted more stories, so they forced her to write the other
bullshit.
books.
It wasn't a dream. That's the kind of shit you say to sell books to young girls.
Yeah, I mean, I read the books when I was like 14, and I thought they were like the best thing in the world, and then I grew up, and I was like,
Yeah,
this is
same
fucking
here.
shit.
Thank God, Becka and Gaff again. Y'all have just, I love you both. Just I'm gonna leave it there.
They're not Twilight obsessed girls.
No, they're a nice thing to read when you're like a single 15-year-old in high school.
Yeah.
But then as you get older, no.
Like, when I read, I would like read them again, like the older I got, and I was like, Bella is she's
She's
the
a
dumbest
bitch,
person
yeah.
ever. He's so fucking stupid.
This is instantly
I-
turned into the best
Needy.
podcast ever.
I was gonna say I like the double standards of society surrounding the movies and the books, because you have like all these like 40-year-old women who are holding up signs about like Team Edward and Team Jacob when the characters are supposed to be like in their teens. And it's like, if this was reversed and those were men, 40-year-old men holding up signs for teenage girls, they would all be pedophiles and taken to jail. Every single one of them.
That's because if that was a book about that, you wouldn't be doing anything in public holding stuff up. You'd be in a bathroom somewhere like, oh yeah.
Jeez.
The difference between guys and girls.
Classy.
Always.
Kyle keeping it unclassy.
That's why
Well-
he shops at Walmart.
Oh, fuck
You
you.
know why Kyle shops at Walmart now. Kyle, you fit in. That's why. That's why you can't see them. That's why you
He
can't
just
see
grabs a
them for
copy
what
of
they
Twilight
are.
and goes into the bathroom.
Oh no, I see that too. I am one of the few people that wears pants to Walmart.
I have not in person. I guess because I don't go into Walmart enough, I don't see any of these wall Martians, like the people that are on people of Walmart.com. I haven't seen any of them yet.
I've seen a few.
Oh,
Hell,
I'm so
Danielle
sorry.
made that one where she went out in public the other day dressed in like all sorts of shit. Did you ever see that pic?
I definitely did not. Danielle holding out on me.
She might have put it up on RT. So everyone go stalk her page.
All I get from Danielle are cleave pictures. I don't get anything nice.
Oh, you know, I take what I can get.
I mean, I'll take what I can get, but it's it's like, what the heck, lady? I don't get any funny stuff.
Like, we're here for the twerk. We don't need that cleave.
Here for the twerk. Speaking of cleave,
Fuck the
Becka,
twerk.
Becka stinking Snapchatted me this thing. I don't even know what the picture was. It was just like at work. Even at work, I'm spider cleave, and I'm like,
Yes.
I'm doing the audio production for a church downtown, and I'm like, oh, like right in the middle of church, we're talking about cleave.
That's the best.
It was my Spider-Man pen that I have with me at work, so I'm spider cleave at work.
Oh, I thought it was like you had like a fishnet bra or something.
No, like I said, I didn't even see what was in the picture. I just saw the words because I was sitting here going, spider cleave? Like, I wasn't sure what I was looking
Start
at
humming
because
to
it was
himself.
so close.
Jesus loves me, yes.
The picture was so close. I was like, what? And I also kind of feel Tyler's pain because about being an editor, because man, if there's any kind of like background noise and where this little sound booth is, when the music's playing, it's fine because the music's really loud. But when the pastor's up there giving the sermon, it's like he talks real quiet, so it's like I don't know where he is, and I screw up the slides constantly because I have to run the PowerPoint as well. So I feel his pain a little bit. That's why I said, everybody, be kind to your editor. And I guess with that hashtag, still a better love story than Twilight. Okay then, kids. Bye-bye. Have
Okay.
yourselves a fine evening or day, whatever it is that you're listening to.
See you, folks.
Bye.
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 Bye, penis.
Bye. Bye.
GG,
What?
man. GG.
Almost got through it. Bye.
Ah.
Bye. Bye.
Bye.
Bye. Bye.
Goodbye.
Gaff, stop saying tit. I hear you going.